Hello, this is Faris Anderson, and this is my video on cultural humility. And what is cultural humility? Well, cultural humility is my ability to accept people who are different, my openness and my willingness to embrace them, to not judge them based on their background and based on their demographics, right? And in order to have cultural humility, I must have cultural awareness, which means that I am aware of stereotypes and biases. I am aware of my own preconceived notions, of my own preconceived judgments, right? Some of which have been passed down to me, right? I am aware of that and I detach my own views and perspectives and I let the person teach me who they are. And cultural humility requires a lifelong learning, right? Lifelong learning, and it requires lots of introspection and self-reflection. Um, and we must also advocate for social justice. And how do we do that? Well, we try to challenge stereotypes and biases. We educate people around us who may continue negative perceptions of other groups and populations, right? We challenge this bias and this perceptions, and we educate, we advocate, we are vocal about equality, right? We are vocal about empowerment. And we are aware of oppression, and we are aware of inequality, and we are aware of marginalized populations, and we take steps to make a difference. Okay, and the ethical principles regarding humility include, like I just mentioned, uh, anti anti-inequality. Okay, they include anti-oppression, and they include community-centered action, right? These are all ethical principles. Empowering, right? Empowerment, representation, and inclusion are all ethical principles for cultural humility. And one way in which um, I will demonstrate cultural humility with my clients is I will accept them and I will detach and I will let my clients teach me who they are, teach me their principles, their values, their cultures without assuming anything, right? And one way in which I will advocate and take action in social justice for my clients is being aware of the needs of my community, being aware of the needs of marginalized populations, and letting my voice be heard by going to council meetings, by speaking to policymakers, and by directing my clients to resources, right, that they may not have access due to being marginalized. And one Bible verse that truly shows cultural humility is Romans 2:11, which says that God shows no favoritism. God has no favorites, right? And I think it's important to be aware of that God treats us all the same. He sees us all the same. And one very important aspect of cultural humility is to be able to treat everyone the same, regardless of their background. Again, one important component of cultural humility is to be able to accept, embrace, and treat everyone the same, regardless of their differences. And my sources include Hook J. N. Davis, D.E., 2017, Cultural Humility, Engaging Diverse Identities in Therapy, American Psychological Association. Thank you very much for listening.